Hi, Monarch students and families. My name is Kristen Kurganin, or some students call me Ms. KG, and welcome to AP Human Geography. I thought I would make a video since this course is going to come up soon enough in October and let you know what you're in store for. So you are looking at a website that I have just spent hours on, but I have loaded this website full of information that you would need for this course. The course is going to be taught thematically. That means that we will move from geography perspectives into discussions about population and migration. Then we're going to learn about culture and political organization of space, land use, industry, cities, and then we kind of end with sustainability over these 8 weeks. Now, to be honest, I have always taught this course over a semester, so I'm really having to rethink how I could deliver this content in 8 weeks. But my hope is that we learn world geography together and feel confident enough that at the end of the course, kids would be taking the AP Human Geography test in the spring. What would be the advantage of taking that test? It's a college level class with college level pacing and college level reading. So if you were to do well on the test at the end of the course, which the test doesn't fall until May 4th, if you were to do well on that test in May, then you could kind of waive your geography credits for as a freshman in college because you've technically already taken the course with me. So I'm going to get out of the screen for a second. I want to show you my contact information and the codes in case you are having trouble getting into Schoology to see my course, or you as a parent want to kind of follow along. Our third period class has that long code, DGCZKQ4MF9. And the website I was showing you is mohiapweebly.com. It is an awesome resource there where it has links to additional resources, to study guides, to practice tests, to PowerPoints for review. So I really tried to load it with what I don't necessarily have on Schoology. My contact information before I leave the screen, kristen.kurganin@bvsd.org. My office hours, since I teach this course third period, my office hours are fourth period 1:40 to 3 by appointment. And then I'm going to expect your kids will be coming often to access time for help, which runs 3:10 to 4. So in addition to the website that I've created, I'm also going to be using Schoology as a place to turn in work. So the way that I plan to run this class is kids will be reading outside of class. They'll be watching video lectures outside of class, and then in classes where we'll do projects and review around each theme. And I'm hoping that I can engage kids in the content with my creative projects so that they really internalize the information and the vocabulary. I found an amazing resource when I was preparing for these online courses. I really love this teacher named Andrew Patterson, and I found online that he has recorded video lectures for every single chapter. So I'm going to, rather than take the hours to record my own lectures, I'm going to use his video lectures and then supplement with my lectures in class. You really need a textbook for this course. So I'm going to go back to my website and show you the textbook that you need. So I know there's a lot of other courses that are getting by with digital textbooks, but this is a hardback textbook that was part of textbook pickup, which maybe you didn't even get the information or know that you were supposed to pick this textbook up. So now I need to get it in your hands. And I have stacks of them ready for checkout in the attendance office, or some students choose to buy one for about $20, or here it says $11, off of Amazon, and then they can actually write in it or highlight it like you would if you were in college with your own textbook, highlighting information. But please purchase the 10th edition because then that matches what we have here at school. Other things that I was going to share on Schoology is My grading here in online virtual learning really is just going to be two categories. There's going to be participation assignments that we do, and then there's going to be assessment assignments that we do. And the assessment assignments are going to be designed around thematic learning in each of these units, and I have those units color-coded. I'm going to be really good about keeping the calendar organized. I don't have it loaded yet because we haven't started this course, but it'll be a good place to look and see what's upcoming with assignments and what is due for your student. I always, when I'm launching into telling about the course and about what I'm teaching, I forget actually to stop and talk about myself. So this was a presentation I put together for my regular Geo kids, and so I'm just going to use it to share a little bit about me. So you can see what I look like down in this little inset box. This is my awesome family and some of my interests. I love camping, but I'm really especially proud of my children that I would note went through the entire Monarch system for their schooling. They were at the K-8, and then they came to Monarch High, and they just graduated this spring. And parents, I just need to reiterate how amazing the education was that they got here at Monarch High, that my kids were over-prepared for college. In fact, they're finding that initially their classes, Hal is in engineering at CU Boulder, and his twin Meredith is also at CU Boulder, which happens to be my alma mater. She is not doing environmental engineering anymore. She's now taken a left turn and looking into maybe psychology. But they're finding that actually their courses are a little bit easy right now, just here in the beginning, because Monarch prepared them so well. I'm just really proud of what they accomplished, and they had an amazing school experience. So I hope that for your children as well. Since they've left home and we don't have any backup kids, this is my husband Dave. We're having to spoil and spend a lot of attention on our dog Bear and our cat Winchell because the empty nest is new for us. My husband Dave is a financial analyst, and he used to work for an oil company in Denver, and now he works from home. I got out to Colorado back in the 80s, so if you start to do the math, I grew up in Wenatchee, Washington, but I was a big sports gal. I loved all sports. I was in track, and I was in basketball, and I was in softball, and I taught ski lessons up at our local ski area. And I came out to CSU pursuing a soccer scholarship, and then I ended up taking an academic scholarship at CU Boulder. I went into teaching after discovering that I really like middle schoolers when I was ski instructing in Steamboat. And so got into Boulder Valley, and this is going to be my 27th year teaching in this community. And I have to just let you know, I'm living the dream right now working at Monarch High. I spent a lot of my career at the K-8 next door, but it was always my dream to teach high school, and I love teaching here. I get to teach geography, I get to teach U.S. history, this AP geography course that your student's taking, and then sometimes I take a government section also. When I'm teaching geography, I can't help but draw on my experiences of living in Finland as an exchange student. So I lived in Era, and I don't remember a lot of Finnish, a little bit, probably just enough to get by, probably. But I had such an amazing experience getting to travel through Europe with some high school friends. So I love to tell those stories. And then just pictures of Wenatchee, where I grew up and where my family still is. So I think I covered everything that I would have covered in Parent Night if we were in person. If you have questions, or as this class starts rolling, you have questions, I encourage you to reach out over email, and then what we'll probably do is set up a virtual conference so that you and I can talk eyeball to eyeball. But just welcome, and please thank your student for being courageous and taking the challenge of an AP course, a college level course, because it's rare that freshmen would be that adventurous. So I'm really excited to have this adventure with your students. So have a great night. Thank you. Bye.